Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Warcraft video. Today, we are going to be doing a full guide of the Netherlight Crucible, a new artifact progression system that is being added on the 12th of September, 3 weeks after the launch of patch 7.3. Before we fully get into the guide, it's worth pointing out a little bit of news which just broke. So Blizzard are going to be buffing a whole bunch of specs on the same day that the Netherlight Crucible is coming out. That's because the Crucible is giving everyone 15 item levels on their weapon, and that affects, and basically raw weapon DPS affects the different specs in different ways, so they're basically just tuning everyone a little bit so that it's all balanced at the end. But that said, there are one or two specs which Blizzard do want to be performing a little bit better than they are. So now that you know about that, let's get into the guide. And really, using this right is going to be the key to not wasting time in the patch, and it's also going to give you a hell of a lot of power, so it's worth doing it right. So, what does the Crucible actually do? Well, it is a way of progressing your artifacts by adding new traits and effects to your relics. The first upgrade will add item levels to your weapon. The second one will give you a form of sort of stat damage boost. The third one then will allow you to choose a new artifact trait. Yep, that is the same traits as you normally select from on your weapon. Overall, what this does is it lets you customize your relics, meaning that good relics will get better and that bad relics can at least be salvaged, even, because even if the regular trait isn't great, one of the Netherlight Crucible options could be really fantastic on it. It is for this reason that Blizzard have added a little bit of UI that allows you to preview what a relic would offer you in the Forge, which basically allows you to see where you stand with a relic before making the choice to socket it into your weapon. For this reason, you should pretty much always check if a new relic has a great Crucible trait before you decide whether to equip or vendor it. On top of this, the Netherlight Crucible upgrades your artifact weapon by a total of 15 item levels because of those tier 1 upgrades, and as I mentioned earlier, it also gives you a bunch of secondary stats, so broadly it's just quite a lot of power. Now that we've covered overall what it does though, let's get into the specifics of how you use it. So, how do upgrades work? Well, every artifact weapon has 3 relic slots. Each relic slot is represented in the Netherlight Crucible. You essentially upgrade the relic slots of your weapon, which will allow the relics placed inside those slots to gain additional effects. So once you upgrade all 3 slots, you can put any relic in there and you'll be able to upgrade those relics freely. Now, each slot has 3 different tiers of upgrades. The first one is the item level bump that I mentioned. The second is a choice between 2 sort of damage or secondary stat effects, and the third one is a choice between 3 potential new traits for the relic slots. Access to these is based on your artifact weapon's total upgrade level. Now, you unlock the Netherlight Crucible upgrades in a sequential manner that starts once you have unlocked Concordance of the Legion Fall. Past this, the second tier upgrade for slot 1 is unlocked at artifact power level 60. Then the second tier upgrade for slot 2 is unlocked at AP rank 63. And then the second tier upgrade for slot 3 is unlocked at AP rank 66. Then the third tier for slots 1, 2, and 3 unlock at AP ranks 69, 72, and 75 respectively. This means that overall your goal will be to hit a artifact power rank 75, which means getting like 20-something ranks of Concordance of Legion Fall, which is a really, really hefty task, but it is one that will be helped with the new artifact knowledge ranks that'll be coming out. Still, it is going to be quite a lot of work getting your way up to 75. Now, when you're planning out your upgrades, you've got to be really careful. The only thing that really matters is what trait you want to get at the end of your relic's upgrade. That trait will either be Shadow, Light, or Neutral, and you'll notice that the rank 2 abilities are either Shadow or Light. For an example, if you want the Light trait, then you must choose the Light option for the second tier in that upgrade path so that it's like all correctly unlocked. We can't really swap relics in and out as they're destroyed when they're replaced like with gems, but of course, as I said, we can preview what a potential relic would have by dragging it into the orange square in the Crucible. Now, this is all on a per spec basis, so if a relic's useless for one spec, you could swap over to another spec to see what traits it would give you for that other artifact weapon. Now, overall, this does present a bit of a problem for raid leaders who want to give relics to the person who will be able to use them best, as I don't think there's any way of previewing a relic outside of the Netherlight Crucible, so One request I would make to Blizzard, I think it would be really nice if they would expose the relic data to add-ons so that players could make more informed choices and view the Netherlight options just with a UI add-on. But really, that's all you need to know about the Netherlight Crucible. The key takeaway here is, if you are not a raider, you can chill out and enjoy the game at your own pace. If you're a raider, well, you can probably do the same, but maybe if you're a Mythic Raider, you really want to be considering hitting Artifact Power Rank 75 by the time Antorus comes out, if you can. As for alt specs, I would not be super concerned about them right now. AK is always ticking up, and it will get pretty extreme soon enough. But there you go, that's it for this video. If you want to check out my other patch 7.3 guide content and a whole slew of other content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, but that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you now.